Hey everyone, if you're looking for a weekly update on the market in the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, stick around for our weekly show. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us on our Wednesday show at 7 p.m. And we're so happy that you're joining us. And we would love to hear any of your comments throughout the show that we can talk to you about and help you answer questions about all things happening in the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle here in Orlando, Florida. My name is Virginia Carlson, also known as Cinderelli. And tonight I am joined in the studio, very happy about that, with Tanya.
Hi, I'm Tanya, and I am also with Florida in Motion Realty, and they also call me the Latin Princess.
And we also have Elijah over here.
Yes, Elijah Lewis with Florida in Motion Realty. They call me the Prince of Real Estate. And well, yeah, I'm used to seeing a different Brady Bunch square with Tanya in it. I mean, I don't know. Did you like just jump into Virginia's panel? Is that something I can do right now? Like,
I did.
I
love her so
can't
much.
get in there.
I have to.
So I'll have to stay in my own square for now. It looks like a lot of fun over there in the studio tonight.
Yes,
it is. It's a good time over here in the studio. More the merrier. So yeah, we are talking about all things real estate, but also all the cool things that are going on in the area. And as the holidays approach, we just kind of want to inform all of our viewers and everyone about all the cool things going on. So of course, we always like to talk about Disney, and there's just always so much. There's such a plethora of activities going on around the area that we thought we would start with talking about some really cool stuff going on at Epcot for the holidays in 2023. And there's a lot that I didn't know about. It's much more than just the food and wine and concert series, which is kind of like everybody knows about that. But behind the scenes, there's actually some really cool stuff that people can check out. One of the things that I thought was really interesting that I would like to go to actually is they have a Norwegian storyteller at Epcot. And it just looks so magical. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I just love holiday decorations and like the whole spirit of the holidays. And so even sometimes I kind of miss that living in Florida where it's so hot. But but I feel like if you went to this, you go to the Norwegian storyteller, you would totally feel like you were transported into some magical Christmas village or something. I don't know. Do you guys agree?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know much about Norway, so that would I know like the Beatles song Norwegian Wood, but yeah, I would love to be elucidated by the Norwegian Santa there about the holiday magic. That would be fun.
Yeah,
it's on the bucket list.
Definitely. And it's like there's singing and dancing along. And so the show times for this at the World Showcase Plaza at Epcot are around 1:15 p.m., 2:20, 3:25, and 4:30. So basically on the hour throughout the afternoon. So you can have a chance if you're visiting Epcot for the day, you definitely can, plan your day and be able to see the storyteller, which is super cool. There's some other things. There's the Candlelight Processional, which is, it's beautiful and there's singing. And actually, we're going to do a shout out to Elizabeth on our team.
Yay.
Yay.
Princess Elsa.
Princess Elsa. And she is actually a vocalist in the Candlelight Processional. And she has a lovely voice. And that's just a really special activity that she takes part in. So that's something to check out too. And they have celebrity narrators. I know that a couple days ago, Brendan Fraser was the celebrity narrator. He won the Oscar for Best Actor last year. So they have also, all sorts of famous people doing. Oh, John.
Yeah, Disney Pride, the George of the Jungle.
Oh,
sorry. Yep, John Stamos, Neil Patrick Harris. Yep, there was Brendan Fraser. He came a few days ago, or he's actually going to do it again tomorrow.
Wow.
Just some really cool names coming in. So I think that the Candlelight Processional is definitely something that is worth it if you can make it work.
Neil Patrick Harris is back.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's done that before in past years.
Okay. Yeah, cool. There's a lot of names that I recognize here. Oh, and Margaret, she's classic. Love it. That's great. So, and then of course, Epcot is always known for all of the food choices because there's so many different cuisines from around the world. And so it's definitely known to be a cool place to hang out and try different foods. So of course they're going to have a lot during the festival of the holidays. So just other things you can check out. Epcot's always a good choice. So that looks good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yummy.
definitely. I don't know. Epcot's probably my favorite park. What about you guys?
Mine too.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like it's like the adult park.
Well, I do have a soft spot for Animal Kingdom, but I do enjoy
Oh, you
it.
do?
I was
I
gonna
like
meet up
Animal
with
Kingdom.
if I was gonna meet up with some friends for specifically food, definitely would be going to Epcot this time.
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, definitely. So moving on, we always like to give updates on things going on real estate wise. Obviously, that's part of the point of our show. And we like to help our clients kind of understand all the things that they need to consider when buying or selling a house. And so tonight we're going to talk about, and I'd like any of your guys' input on what you think about things that our clients should consider when they are thinking of accepting offers that are other than money.
Okay.
Because obviously money is something that people always look at, but what if there are two offers that have the same amount of money? And so
How can you sweeten the deal?
Exactly. What
If
makes
you
your
can't
deal
just-
stand out
Yeah.
for the seller? So we will look at these top 4 things other than money. And yeah, the bottom line is it shouldn't be your only consideration. There are other things that come into play that make the sale go smoother. Financing, if you're really set on having an all cash offer, that's definitely something to consider versus someone who wants to finance. There are definitely pros and cons to both. The earnest money comes into play. We've seen this a lot in the last year or so, that sometimes it really does come down to the bigger the deposit for a buyer. And if they can put more down, then that is more enticing to the seller for sure. Obviously, fewer contingencies means fewer risk of the deal going through. It just is a smoother transaction. And then, of course, the closing timeline. If you're like, I need to close sooner than later, then you look at that aspect of the deal. We find these things, definitely coming into play. Don't you think, Elijah, when people are considering offers?
Yeah, all these things will definitely play a factor. Like they say, cash is king, but that's why if you just can really have a strong pre-approval, sometimes like if you offer more than a cash offer is, that might just make the deal that you're like going to get financed for more. But then the reason is, well, that when you show a proof of funds as a cash buyer, you're showing like this money exists, it's right here, I'm going to let you have it in a few weeks,
right?
And it's not like contingent upon being given out by a lender. But so you might be able to have like sometimes it's like cash or terms. So a seller might accept, even like you said, if it's not just about money, they might accept even a slightly lower offer when it's cash, just because there's that security, peace of mind. But then again, if you want to fight that cash back with the earnest money, you might say like, look, I really am good for this. Like this lender, like I'm really, really qualified. So how about I show that good faith to you, because they call that earnest money good faith deposit. Right. How about if the sky falls and this doesn't work out, which I don't expect it to, you can rest assured that you got this bigger chunk of earnest money that you can have if it goes south. That's how confident I am.
Yeah.
And just removing contingencies. Like, if you really can live without asking for every little thing to be done, then that will be helped. Like if you just whatever you feel comfortable. We don't want to like urge you if it's something that you feel like you need, like the home needs to be HOA compliant or the home needs to appraise. Well, typically when it comes to getting financing, it kind of needs to appraise
Yeah,
anyway,
it does.
or
Yeah.
it needs to convey with that fancy pink chandelier that was in the living room.
Right.
Like, I don't know, like, but just the cleaner you can make the deal, yeah, typically the better. And yeah, closing, the faster you can close. But the coolest thing is we work with some lenders lately who can work miracles. Like I've seen them do like financing deals and close relatively, like, super quick, like almost as quick as cash sometimes, depending on how well situated you were. So we can put you in touch with certain lenders to have a realistic timeline about how fast you can close even with financing, and maybe you could compete more strongly with cash with some of these other terms. So
Yeah, definitely. Those are all good points. And all things that we are here to obviously talk to our clients about in, that decision-making process of which offer, is the best or the one that's right for them. So we're definitely here to help with that. And we also like to talk about definitely the all of the market, and it's kind of like this crystal ball. And what's going to happen? What is the latest thing that we can see? And of course, we have a lot of companies like Zillow, and they like to kind of give us projections on what's happening in the market. And we have this cool article there. I mean, literally, the woman has a crystal ball.
Scroll up, show me
in her hand.
So 𝐇𝐀𝐖𝐊, the fairy godmother of real estate, she has a magic wand. She doesn't have a crystal ball.
Yeah,
We can't, as realtors, promise you that we know for sure what's going to happen in the real estate market in the future. Like, your financial advisors can't predict what's going to happen with certain stocks as much as you want. But, we can follow the trends, follow like sites like Zillow, who have, a lot of accumulated data over the markets over the past year to give a pretty, best guess projection of what trends they expect to see going forward. And it seems that if you're a buyer who's been kind of looking for a little bit of a break, the crystal ball here that they've got might be a bit positive and optimistic for you, forecasting some improvements related to inventory and affordability options. Because inventory has been far below what we would consider normal for a while. I think you would agree, Virginia, that
I mean,
especially during like the pandemic market, inventory was like insanely low and dry. Even within like our home office area of Celebration, Florida, there was a time just a little while ago where we checked the MLS every day, of course, and it was like total active for sale in Celebration was like 13, 14 homes, and that includes like condos, townhouses, single families, estates,
all of it.
and we so there's kind of slim pickings, and things were getting really competitive. And we were fortunate enough to like maybe have one or two of those a dozen listings, but still. Now we are seeing Zillow saying they're predicting with their economists more homes will hit the market in 2024, even though it's still remaining lower than pre-pandemic norms. So rather than like that just around a dozen, we're kind of seeing it like 80 to getting closer to 100 homes on the market. Like when I checked Celebration, Florida, maybe I think Kim had said in her years of experience that it would be a little bit more healthy of a normal market to see like 200-300. And so as buyers are faced with limited choices, they have been kind of more willing to overlook small flaws, such as like necessary updating or deferred maintenance. But as the inventory increases, as they're believing, you might be facing less competition from like those flippers who were just buying homes like while money was cheap to borrow, and you might be able to have some more negotiating power. They forecast that the values of to hold steady, but mortgage rates are still up in the air. They may be holding as well. Maybe we'll be seeing some of those cuts because they've kind of had a couple pauses, if I recall, the Fed. So Yeah, it's just kind of an opportunity where we might see things, maybe not going all the way back totally to pre-pandemic normal, but they're kind of expanding in that inventory, and hopefully we will have some more homes to be showing you as options. And I saw some other data that I think we covered last week saying that more like about like 30+% of the listings in the last month were having price cuts. And
Yeah.
so,
Mm-hmm.
you might be able to see like a little bit more of a break as well. We ourselves just, had some nice price cuts on some of our listings that were, adapting to the market, and still,
Mhm.
hopefully to get it a good place for a buyer and the seller to still be happy. So yeah, if you're looking for homes in Central Florida, want to know where the pricing's at, maybe it's gotten a little bit more affordable since the last time you checked in, give us a call.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we wanted to talk about just a market update in general for the past week, where we can examine the just what the houses have sold for. And we like this, Orlando Realtors gives us a nice kind of breakdown of all of the things that have happened for the week of December 3rd through December 9th, including single family homes and condos, townhomes, and villas.
Yes, let's dive into some stats for the
Mhm.
week of December 3rd through 9th. For single family homes, the sales dropped from 272, from 391 to 272 last week. Median price rose by 2.2% to 420,000. Foreclosure transactions decreased to 2 from 4, and short sale transactions dropped to 0 from 1. Inventory increased by 39, now standing at 5,679.
Yeah, so that's good, because that's what we were talking about, that we like to see that the inventory is increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for condos, townhomes, and villas, the sales also decreased. The median price dropped by 0.7%. No change in foreclosure and short sale transactions, and condo inventory increased by 64. So that's basically our quarterback report for the last week. And we'll continue to update you on these things, because it is important to see what the market is doing.
Yeah, and I like the point that you were making earlier, Elijah, that the inventory has changed, and I think it's a good point to make, that we're having people who want to buy and live in the area versus flippers. Somebody who's just coming in, and that's fine, but it's nice to have people wanting to be part of the community. And so kind of, looking at the house and saying, well, those concessions are okay, I can deal with, maybe I have to remodel a bathroom or something, but it's worth it because I want to be in the area. And that's, we like to see that people who are invested in putting roots down and, just making it a home, like a nice place to live.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of cool stuff going on in our area. It's not just the, theme parks, as we can see. And we found this really cool place that we all didn't even know existed. And we wanted to share that with you. It's super cool. And I'm so glad that you discovered it.
Orlando is a cool area, not just for
on.
Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, like theme park attractions, but also for museums, restaurants, quaint little boutiques, and just just fun activities. Your nightclub scenes, like places to hang out and do that stuff. And this Museum of Illusions Orlando is something that I just saw this promotion about getting a holiday makeover that's going to go from now in December into early January, where visitors can immerse themselves in a wonderland of holiday themed illusions, where the exhibits that are familiar will take a holiday twist. The iconic Amis room features a new seasonal backdrop, while the 3D neon room is adorned with mesmerizing holiday lights, provide backdrops for unique mind-bending holiday cards. So if you would take it up to the next tab, that'll kind of give you a better idea about what these attractions are that are going to get that holiday slant to them. So this, the Museum of Illusions, Orlando.
All right, hold on.
Will
Let me go back and find that.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's okay.
because I think it's important to.
Yeah, it's
show
you kind of get an
what is
idea
new.
for what these
Right.
attractions are. So scroll down just a little bit there
Uh-huh.
to. Oh, sorry. Go to the about,
About up there.
and then
Got it. About the museum.
exhibits.
Okay.
There we go. So it
Okay,
gives you
cool.
these little squares that promote the kind of things. So these are going to get
Oh, super cool.
holiday themes. And if you just kind of scroll down, you see like there's a lot of playing with mirrors, a lot of playing with perspective. Like you've seen like those TikToks where it looks like somebody's walking on the ceiling with the camera. They're doing that. They're using all these optical illusions to create fun little playrooms and Instagram moments and things that can just give you a fun way to bend your mind. And like these two people are standing across from each other and using mirror sliders to like give each other different features from their own faces. And it's just like a fun, friendly or holiday group or a family outing thing to just have some wholesome science backed fun. And I guess now that these fun little exhibits are going to have like Christmas themes to them that are going to make it even more festive.
Awesome. Fun activity. I might have to
sure
go
we
there.
With kids in your own children's age group might find that to be fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're always
super
looking
fun.
for things to do, especially since Christmas break starts next week and there's a whole week before Christmas. So
just optical illusion.
That would be super fun.
So fun.
I like the head on the plate.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. Yeah, that's super cool. Thanks, Elijah. I'm glad you found that.
Just a little fun there, because we're just promoting all of the holiday themed activities while they last, while we have a voice with this show. We talked about a lot of those light mazes that seem to be big this year in previous weeks, but there's something else different. It's cool to learn new things that are available in Orlando that you didn't even know before.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big city. There's a lot going on, so a lot of fun, cool things that we can always
even for us
check out.
We've been here for years and we keep finding new adventures here.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so lastly, I know that people are always interested in the update on the Brightline, so we just kind of wanted to give you the latest update before we say goodnight here. That Brightline is now looking to expand their route to Tampa. So that's just kind of a quick update. They're chugging along.
That's right. Choo choo. Actually, these kinds of rains shouldn't chug. They should be much more swift and ergonomic than that. So I guess the people are loving the trip to Miami that you can take. Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, host of this channel, has already utilized Brightline herself. I think she created some video content on that. And the easy, smooth, straight line to Miami is such a hit. They're already making strides toward expanding the train route to Tampa to just make you have a whole line all the way from the top of the bottom to this very long and kind of vertical state that we live in with Florida. They say they're up to the challenge of expanding it to Tampa. It might still take some time. The House Transportation and Modules subcommittee is confident that they're going to, be on track to get that done. Right now if you want to check out Brightline's current offerings, that's at the Orlando International Airport where they have it. It's real beautiful facility that they've done there. The airport has just become so much more updated and beautiful and expanded just over the last few years as well. So this launched in 2018, completed a 170-mile, $6 billion project to connect to Orlando. Hey, it's awesome to see that Tampa is next. They've submitted a $50 million proposal for rail improvements in the Interstate 4 corridor. And yeah, we're going to maintain those speeds of 150 miles an hour. Try driving that fast and see where that gets you, because I don't think you're going to do it for long before you're going to see some red and blue lights in your rearview mirror.
Yeah, that's exciting news. I know that, excuse me, a lot of people will be definitely enticed to be able to go all the way from Tampa down to Miami and vice versa. So
that would be sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, and I agree. I talked to some people who have ridden the Brightline, and they say it really is a beautiful train and just a really smooth experience. So definitely worth it if you need to get down that way.
And we'll keep you updated as more developments come along.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to thank everyone who tuned in to watch tonight. And again, please go to our Near Disney page on YouTube and like and subscribe. And also always feel free to post any comments, questions, and we will absolutely 100% get you an answer on anything that you want us to talk about or you have questions about. We are here to help in every way that we can.
And Tanya, I see that they ran out of space to give you a chance to share your phone number on the screen. So maybe just have a chance to say your full name and your phone number at the bottom.
Sure.
I know that a lot of bilingual households where maybe Spanish is the first language spoken would love an opportunity to get to be represented by you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Elijah. Yes, yo hablo español. Mi teléfono es 407-818-5851. Y con mucho gusto podemos ayudarles en lo que necesiten.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great week.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Nice.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.